There we go. It's pretty hard to dislodge this CSA if they're in New York. Yeah, which is why I'm really trying to hold on to this. As hard as I can. And why I was rather hoping that the Reds would be here by now. Ah, finally. See, you... half of you aren't taking the train again. Stop not taking the train. It's annoying. Alright, Igel, you're still getting into position. Right, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was trying to upgrade some of my guys to regular infantry. Which you can afford. Igel? No, I probably won't do Igel. I would really like to upgrade you guys, so I'm going to upgrade you. Because you're basically dead already. To infantry. And I'll be careful about how and when I upgrade these. In fact, you back off. You also back off. And you upgrade infantry. Nope, stay here. Until you're actually strong enough to go forwards. Right, the guys in New York can hold for now. Whoop. That's a peace deal. I'll have to check to see what happened there. You guys, leave that and just stay in Newark. This line is still suspiciously and surprisingly stable, as is this one. Meanwhile, here the Ottomans lost not horrifically. I saw the line was still here because red dots means fights were going on there. Kind of surprised the Ottomans gave up so easily. Oh. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can stay there. Right, how are we doing for equipment now? We are totally fine. So once these guys are done, I'll cycle them in, pull these two back and upgrade those. Trottling, are we all here? Almost. And you're getting planning preparations. That is fine. How are we doing for supplies? We have some spare tanks. Lovely. So I think the... Right, you guys have upgraded. I think I'm going to try and upgrade you. Infantry. And you. And you two. There we go. You guys are still getting equipment. They're oh, right. That's a thing. Huh. They can take the back door in. I'll deal with that in a minute. If I need to, I'll buy some people train tickets so they can move quickly. Brute dog, I really should go to sleep. I work at my local Walmart as a night stalker. Haven't slept in 3 days. Go to bed, jeez. Take care of yourself. Right, are they actually in the fight yet, or are they still reserves? They're still reserves. Once they're in the fight. And this is a 120 width. Come on. There we go. One of you is in, two of you are in. So let's get the militia, pull you back to New York, upgrade you, infantry. Okay. You guys are assigned back to that. Marvellous! You are not spare. Are there any areas on this entire line where you are doubled up? No. And Igel, you are also going to be struggling here. But that's fine. I'd actually be kind of okay with the syndicates moving up and taking, basically budging up against them. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here. Igel, don't worry about holding that line. And definitely don't worry about holding that line. Off you go. And that will mean that I can shorten Igel's line, which means I can shorten Fiddler's line. And that'll be great. Right, Trottling, are we ready? We are not ready. Baratia declared war on Dominion. Now the Dominion's in trouble. CSA have lost 465,000. I've lost 182,000. Weight of losses are definitely on my side. They've still lost a little bit of land, not a huge amount. Just need to make sure we don't get any cut-offs here. And they're on the move. Well, so am I. Thanks for abandoning this front, CSA. Much obliged to you. In the meantime, are all of you leaving? Oh, I will be thanking you for that, personally. You can... Whoops, wrong button. You... What's the button again? B. I was pressing R. You can head over to there, and you have one job. Hold Norfolk. I'll even upgrade you for it. Off you go. Right, you two. Upgrades. How are we doing on equipment now? We're still fine. Right, cut off. So, you go and punish them for doing that stupidity. You... Oh, they still need this. It's not across there, it's across here. Okay, never mind. In that case, go and stop them from actually moving into here until our man's arrived. Our man has now arrived. You can stay there. And if we can get a cut off here, that would be hilarious. Troddling. Let's cause some problems. So I assume that when 0.6 comes out, I'm going to do a Papal States World Conquest. No, Sardinia. Sardinia is the one that interests me the most of all of the Italians. Ooh, you're getting a bit beaten up there. Also, that would be a bad one to lose because that would be a cut-off. So actually, if you could do that and stop them from reinforcing Philadelphia, that would be even better. Lovely! Stay and help him hold that. And you are now defending. Troddling, you should be pushing north, and in fact, Fiddlers, go ahead and launch an attack as well. Wife lovers, what are you doing? Get moving. Right, I'm just going to start doing some sweeping upgrades. You lot. No, 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 no. Infantry. That's fine. Heavy fighting in Pittsburgh. Oh dear. And there we go. Connection is once again made, and now they are cut off. Lovely! My plan worked. Ha! Marvellous. No, I did not name that division. To even think that you thought I named that division, blimey. The only one I've renamed was the White Wizards to the White Knights. Because that clearly reflects their belief in social justice. Kuba wanted to send me stuff. Thank you, Kuba. If you continue attacking into there, with the exception of you. You head over there, because I need a front line here. Can you attack across back at them? Yeah, you can. This is going to be a lovely cut-off here. And they are the 69th Division too. I feel a lewd Easter egg. You could well be right about that. Oh! You can cross to Baltimore from... Oh, there is a red dot there. It was hidden by the port. Well, bugger. Go ahead and shift over there. Come on, railway. I brought you a train ticket. No. Why are you refusing to use your train tickets? I need you there quickly. You can go and support their defense for the moment. Delay! Excellent. Plus 15 organisation is going to be a huge help. Marvellous. Let's get elastic defense. Ho Hound! Thank you very much for the follow. Right, let's go and squish across. No, let's not go squish across. Never mind. Right, anyone in that can now be assigned to that. Let's delete that and make sure that that leads up to there. You stop. Third Reich, you stay there. Cool. You guys are doing your thing. Okay, good. Yeah, much better. I feel like we've contained some of our earlier hiccups. Especially over here. And we should be getting a bunch of factories back again, although we're still not making any aircraft. Oh, it's because we're doing the guns again. Yeah, let's slow the gun production. Also, do we have some more civilian factories to buy things with? Right, South Africa is failing hard. So we'll buy from Turkey instead. In fact, that's one too many, I think. I'll be quite happy to be one short. Lovely. You're okay just holding that position, I think. They are very much stuck in this area. And they will lose supply. Though they can still get to Baltimore. You. Hold Baltimore. And we'll just let them starve. And then we will crush them! There is a yellow division up north not assigned to anything. He may be easily cut off. Him. He is assigned. He's just really slow in moving. Because there are 12 units in that army. 12 units assigned. He's just refusing to take the train. That's the problem. United Baltic Duchy has capitulated. I would assume that's to the Russians. Yeah, no. That was actually to Britain. Okay. Good to see the British helping their French compatriots. And they finally took out that little bit, but that's still a pretty solid line. And the Entente is helping down here. And the Entente took out the Socialist Republic, so Italy itself. Are you in the war? You are not in the war. That would definitely open up another frontier, which would be appreciated. Also, Liverpool has fallen to the British. Or the Canadians, I should say. Good. Alright, the other thing I need you to do is prepare some attacks, I think. Come on, let's get these cut-offs. Then we can condense our lines a little bit better. Now you're taking the train! Huzzah! Finally worked out how. And some of you are getting some serious experience. Tanks, still short. The Patriotic American Army. Marvellous. So now we can choose Patton's Mobility Plan or Collins's Combined Arms. Well, we're definitely going for the mobility because this grants us max speed for armor units and reliability, and also research bonuses for mobile warfare doctrine. And then eventually we get infantry tanks, which is a huge upgrade, which is another 10% division attack, just any division attack plus 10%. Armor division attack 15, armor division defense 15, armor max speed plus 5. So yeah, and that's when we can really start to roll out the medium tanks. Particularly once I have the medium tank research done. In fact, it's 39, so I should probably start looking into that. Though what I may do is wait until I have the American car and foundry and then get that. That's probably a better option. Right, you guys are ready for the squish, so squish. Like they stand no chance. Liverpool has been liberated by its rightful owners. Except for some reason that was more Birmingham than Liverpool. And there we go. Squish! Right, you can go and join them once more. How are we doing for guns? We are very short on guns. Never mind. You guys are still pushing there. Troddling, still pushing across the top. Excellent. I mean, they're filling in the top here, but I don't really care. I'm taking the important bits. That were proper brummy, mate. I know. I have no idea why I can do such a good Brummie accent. I haven't even been there. Well, I was stuck in the train station for 4 hours at midnight. That was fun. I was trying to get the last train home from Lancaster to London. And unfortunately, it stopped in Birmingham and then decided not to go any further, so I was stuck in Birmingham at midnight. I had to wait until 4 AM before the next train came. Trotling, your line seems to have ballooned somewhat. Can we please keep that contained? Also, your objective has basically been reached. So, Trotling, your next objective will be this. Research available. I think this is going to be the time for the... Oh, nope. Nope. Artillery. I'll get the medium tank when I've actually got the company, because I may as well, because we're so close to getting it. And you want to send me even more infantry equipment? I will not say no to this. What? I was going to say, why are you here? That is not your position. Brummie, what is that? That is Birmingham. People from Birmingham are Brummie. Just like people from Liverpool are Scousers. I get the corporatist AUS meme, but isn't that more of a PSA thing? Not when the entire economic policy that we have is called the corporate economics, as opposed to populist economics. Now this is very, very corporate. It's like, we're going to support these companies in producing more stuff. Huzzah! Right, I have maximum army experience, but I don't think there's anything I want to do with that. That's another reason to get the medium tanks as soon as possible, because then I can start building the variant. What are people from Slough? Londoners. Scousers are Liverpool. They're Scousers, they're not Liverpudlians. Just like people from Newcastle are Geordies. And people from Hull are just called Grim. Alright, so I would say that the northeast is now secure. Syndicate is still wasting manpower on grabbing this, which I am totally fine by. Madrid has fallen, which means that the Kingdom of Spain will fall momentarily. There it goes. Which means the Carlists will most likely win. Meanwhile, this war is ongoing. How many divisions do you even have, PSA? Not many. And we've killed a bunch of theirs. I mean, they probably still have about 70, so they probably have about 20 divisions more than I do. But I would bet a fair amount of money at this stage that most of those will be... what they called? Rubbish. Militia. That's the word. Trotling, I would say that the Papal Decree Division are ready to be promoted to the American Patriotic Freedom Fighters. We're one tank short, but that's fine. We're going to have so many, like, super elite troops here. It's obscene. Thankfully, the PSA isn't getting friendly with the Entente, or it'd have some real issues. I'm not sure that I would, because I would just chump out a bunch of militia to go and deal with that line. I'd also probably pay way more attention to this line than I have been. Formation flying. Are there any other... oh, jeez, I totally forgot about these. Oh, yeah. We probably do want those industrial technologies. Thank you. Trotling, are we ready for an assault yet? Tibet is declared one baton. No. Igel. Still not. Alright, Fiddlers, you can go ahead and stop. We'll just make you a normal assault. We'll make you a normal assault. So everyone stop your attacks. Halt, halt, halt. And we'll see if we can get some counterattacks going shortly. I think, though, Fiddlers, let's go and reduce your line down to here, and we'll just let Trotling deal with the very north. Like so. Let's hope the French kingdom goes to the Mediterranean bloc. You can live without 70 naval invasions all over. That's true. What is Canada doing right now? Public works. It's fine. Tibet took 2 states. Bhutan was next. Is Tibet still fighting against Mongolia? Mongolian Khanate is looking strong. And in fact, this would be a very good opportunity for Mongolia to get involved against Russia, because Russia's definitely going to be busy over here. I mean, Ukraine, they're holding. Like, Ukraine is a boss. They can really hold. Alright, Germany's finally starting to collapse a bit. But naval invasions against the Union of Britain are beginning to count. He never gave independence to Wales and Scotland. Nicky, this whole idea of decentralization, that was just a ploy for power, wasn't it, you dictator? Right, you're getting planning prep. You are fully prepared, and you are really quite well prepared too. Marvellous. And how are we doing for tanks? Okay, so our tank production is definitely starting to ratchet up a bit. 6.2 a week. We're almost at 1 a day. Which is excellent. They changed that you can only do devolution after the Well Creek. That is an amazing change, actually. Interesting. I had not heard of that. That is a very good change. Like, I have kind of wondered, how would you keep the flavour for Nicky Glace while not completely balking how he fights, because Wales is just so easy to invade. That's a pretty good solution. Alright, how am I doing for construction? Are we actually constructing stuff? We are! Georgia is building stuff. Marvellous. And it has 100% infrastructure. Political power still ticking up. What am I waiting for? Technology is what I wanted to look at. Because I'm getting machine tools, I'm not getting the state size. So once I've got the light cruisers, I will probably start emphasizing state size so that I can start building more civilian factories in Georgia. Sweet Georgia. Oi, Mordred. Language! Don't just call someone a dictator to their face. Dictator. Okay. Yeah, they need to sort these colours out, because they're kind of similar. So we've got reorganised China, which is like up there. That's the border. You can kind of see it because of that. And then the Republic of China is still fighting the Allgemeine Ostasian Gesellschaft, and they're actually still surviving. They're clinging on for dear life. They still own the East Coast, so they might well survive. And if Germany loses Germany, then they may well shift the German troops over to there, which would massively bolster them, because they're going to be like seriously elite by that point. Italy wants to send me another division. Well, are you going to do anything other than sit in Maryland? Nope. What do you think this is? You guys are all ready. You guys are all ready. Russia declared war on the Mongols. And there it is. Alright. Massive surge forwards from every single position. Let's get this done. Also, are you still getting like your industrial focuses or anything? You're supporting the militia. That's not what I wanted to see. You have finally gone for nationalisation, which does mean that you get some more factories and some building slots done. But I doubt that you've got many of these done yet. Like, I'd at least like you to get your militarised economy. Don't much care about the others. Although, actually, state farms would be quite nice. When Germany loses Germany, all their divisions get stuck in exile, unable to leave. It's a massive bug, because if you declare on exile Germany after you took their land, you suddenly have 100 divisions rampaging across your mainland. Okay. Patton's mobility plan. Good. I would say let's go and grab motorised effort. And then finally infantry tanks, which is when we really start to take off and laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha! Also, aeroplanes. We are no longer really fighting on that border anymore. So I'm going to say let's go ahead and shift you. Are we actually in a position to start making some planes? Still not. That does surprise me. We need some more steel. Oh, Germany. I'm doing what I can to bolster you. Yeah, Trottling's making really good time. attacking here from the east. They've still got divisions just wasted over there on the west. The attack from the south not going quite as well, but that's really just to kind of cause them problems. We're not stealing from Americans. Baratia's capitulated. And we got some more prestige, which we can now spend on the American car factory and... Sorry, the American car and foundry, which will give us the soft attack, hard attack, and breakthrough for medium tanks, which means I can finally research medium tanks and not feel bad about myself, which is awesome. Didn't realise that Atlanta was the capital of the AUS. Makes me proud to be from Georgia. Does it? Does it? Dominion of India took 10 states. Baratia was annexed. Really? Interesting. So they focused entirely on Baratia before going after the Princely Federation, while the Princely Federation was fighting against Madras. That's interesting, and surprisingly smart. Alright, we have the light cruiser, which means I can now switch to the medium tanks. The evocatively called the M Tank 1. Cuba is no longer Lend-Leasing, that's fine. United Baltic Duchy is fighting back. The Germans are fighting back against the Russians. Probably because the Russians had to turn around to deal with Mongolia. I feel like going corporate should be a weaker general economy, but should unlock much better design companies. Possibly, or just be longer term, which is how I saw it. Like, the populist stuff is like getting people motivated and let's go do this right now. Well, the company one is longer term. You're kind of investing for the future, which is how it's worked. I mean, this civil war has lingered a little. I mean, I probably could have finished off the CSA far earlier than I actually have if I'd actually pursued them to the end when the East Coast fell, but it's fine. I'm still pretty happy with how I did this, and it's given them a little bit more time to build up their industry some more through their focuses. And in fact, support the militias is almost done. Division defense and core territory. Max entrenchment. No! Ugh. Please don't be getting elected officers now, though. What are you getting instead? They're just trying to make themselves even harder to kill. Stop that! What are the wife lovers doing? That's a good question. Yeah, it was these guys, wasn't it? No, it was Igel. Wife lovers are still around. They are there, attacking. So they're still on the northern front. Like they don't want to leave the very frontiers of this battle right now, but they are still there. And I did run out of manpower, but I'm not that concerned. Like, once the CSA is gone, the Civil War will end, because I'm not at war with the PSA, which means I will then get core and all of this stuff, which means I'll get more manpower. So I'm okay with it. It's fine. Although if it gets dangerous, then I will, but we're already thrashing them. So the next manpower law is also okay. No, extensive increases training time. Limited is the last one with no penalties. I think we'll be alright. I mean, if I see that combat strength reducing dramatically, then yes, I will change it. Look at the veterans. Wow. And you are ready for another upgrade. Alabama. You can become an American patriotic freedom fighter. Marvelous. Still, look at all of those veterans. That's just scary. And these are going to be like my elite elites. In fact, I might actually just keep these as the infantry divisions, and I may disband some of the militia and keep these infantry divisions, and then start training some tank divisions from scratch. Sweden's declared war on the Norwegian Socialist Republic. Quite right, too. Scandinavia seems to erupt in warfare more often than it used to.